afternoon, profitable traders. Welcome to the market color session for today. It's just a recap of what we had during the London market color session. I really apologize for starting late. I had to sort out some things before starting. Right, so if this is your first time joining in, you're very much welcome. We do this every day, Monday to Friday, 8:30 a.m. and 2 p.m. respectively. So this is just going to be a recap of what was analyzed during the London market color session. As I said, because I like to crave our indulgence to kindly share the link to this market color session with everyone on our various social media platforms so that this can get to as many people as possible and a lot of people can get to partake in what we have ongoing here. So without spending further time, we'll just start with DXY. On monthly time frame, price has been bullish overall, but then we saw a build of liquidity and a sweep of liquidity all the way to the downside. Coming down to the weekly time frame also, most recent price action, we're seeing price even breaking lower. Down to the daily time frame, of course, we saw price take out this high on daily time frame and we saw some retracement. Earlier this morning, we actually fibbed this most recent swing from point A to point B to see where price is, and we already established the fact that price was at 78.6% fib level, and we may see some reaction of this point. Coming out to the 4-hour time frame, of course, what we were looking out to do for today, we saw price breaking lower instead, right? So price breaking lower instead on the 4-hour time frame. Coming down to the 1-hour time frame, I can spot my classic box pattern. This has not gotten to a point of interest yet. If you remember, shoulder sweep break, we wanted price to come to trade into this left shoulder at 98.272, and once price retraces into this level, we were interested in selling the dollar. So the theme for today, as we established this morning, as CJ established this morning, is actually dollar dump, and of course we have seen why the dollar is being dumped, right? The dollar is kind of weak overall, right? So, but we're still looking out for price to get to a point of interest before selling the dollar. On GBP USD for today, in monthly time frame, overall we see some bearishness, right? Overall we see some bearish move, I beg your pardon, on the monthly time frame for GBP USD. Sorry, the chart is a bit tacky. So overall bearish move, but we've seen price clearing out this high on the monthly time frame and coming down to the weekly time frame. We have seen some retracement and now we're seeing some push to the upside. On daily time frame, of course, and I'd like us to know that we actually spotted a break of structure right here, change of character and what have you. So we're expecting some retest before taking the sell on GBP USD and fibbing from point A to point B. Price is presently at 78.6% fib level. I beg your pardon, I was stuttering. So price presently at 78.6% fib level. We may see price holding off this point and selling all the way, or we may see price taking out the high at 1.36034. Whatever happens on 4-hour time frame, what we were expecting to do for today on 4-hour time, on the 1-hour time frame, I beg your pardon, I can actually spot the classic box pattern right here for a buy of GBP USD. We were speculating that we're interested in buying GBP USD. Once we see price retracing all the way, there are actually 2 points of interest. There's one here, this left shoulder at 1.3, beg your pardon, 1.33048 is one point of interest as to where I would be interested in buying GBP USD from. And my second point of interest Okay, this is my first point of interest actually. Once price retraces into 1.34348, and reason being that there's a left shoulder right here, shoulder, sweep, break, we may see price returning to the shoulder and buying off that point. And if this fails, then we know that price wants to trade all the way to this left shoulder right here at one spot. Again, 1.33070 on the 4-hour time frame. Coming down to the 1-hour time frame, let's see if it's even way closer on 1-hour time frame. Coming down here, it's even much clearer here. Shoulder at 1.34348. Sweep right here, break to the upside. We want to see price returning into this left shoulder at 1.34348 on the 1-hour time frame. And once price gets there, I'm interested in holding the buy of GBP USD. On Euro USD, monthly time frame, overall bearish. We've seen a sweep of this liquidity and price traded into some premium level, I beg your pardon. And on the weekly time frame too, price is presently at a premium level, right? Price traded into a premium level and retraced into 61.8% fib level. We tapped into this level and you're seeing some push to the upside. Coming down to the daily time frame also, same thing. We saw a change of character, a break of structure, and we may be seeing some reaction on EUR/USD on daily time frame, except of course price takes out this high at 1.1789. So price is at 78.6% fib level. We may see some reaction of that point to the downside. Whatever happens, we will be watching what price does on the daily time frame. But coming down to the 4-hour time frame, I can actually spot a classic box pattern, shoulder at 1.16420, sweep to the downside, break to the upside. This is what we want to see price do. Price should retrace into 1.16420. And once price gets to that level, I am more than interested in taking the buy in Euro USD. So this sell-off is just a retracement for price to retrace and trade into a point of interest where we are interested in buying Euro USD from. In case if you have questions at this point, this is a good place to ask your questions. Or if you have a different bias, a different outlook from what we have analyzed so far, you can do well to type in chat box and we'll be looking at what you're saying together. Please, if you have questions, this is a good point to ask your questions. And while you're doing that, the FX Bootcamp training comes up very soon, last week of August. If you're yet to register, this is a good time to register and reserve your slot. So for more inquiries on how to go about the registration, please chat us up on 081 6099 5030 and we will be attending to your questions. Right, we'll be going on a very brief break, and right after that, CJ will be coming up for his analysis on gold and the yen baskets. Cheers and God bless.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the market follow for today, the 13th of August 2025. We're excited to have you all here again. Now, let's proceed to the market follow as we look at the currency pairs that we analyzed for in the morning and how they're playing out based on our analysis. First off, we're starting out with gold, and then we're looking at it in this light. Now, if you remember in the morning, we said we wanted to see gold trade into this fair value gap or this previous support level right here. Okay, so this is the place where we said we wanted to see gold trade. So now it traded very close to that level, a little shy of it, and then it started selling back to the downside. So you can see that gold actually intended to play to our analysis, but not as exact as we planned for. So for gold now, what personally I'm doing is I'm waiting to see price break this level right here. The moment gold breaks this level here, I'll be selling it all the way to the downside. So I'm looking to sell gold. I just want to see this. So if gold had traded into this point of interest right here, I would have sold it right away. But because it didn't trade there, I would want to see another confirmation before selling. So I would not want to rush into the trade and then it goes all the way back into this place. So if I see this level breaking, I would now confirm that gold is bearish. So I'll be taking my sell to the downside. So for gold, that is what we are looking out for. We want to see gold trade into that point of interest and then we sell it to the downside. Or it breaks this level here and then we sell. So right now I'm looking out for gold. So we analyzed today that gold was going to sell after buying a little to this place and it is playing out accordingly. So let's get our MT4 or MT5 accounts ready to take the sell on gold once it has broken this level. Okay, so if you're in the market color group, once it breaks this level, feel free to also inform the others, tell everyone that gold has traded into our point of interest and we should be looking to take the trade to the downside. All right, so that's that on gold. Now let's look at the yen basket and then the yen pairs. Now for the yen basket in the morning, we also said that we wanted to see the yen basket break this level here. All right, after breaking this high, we want to see it return here, which is the reason for this. After breaking, we want to see it return, and after returning, we want to see it buy. Now it is playing out exactly as we analyzed. We said we wanted to see it break, and it has broken. We said we wanted to see it return, it has returned. We said we wanted to see it resume, and it is resuming the trend back to the upside. So the yen basket, I'm looking to go long on the yen basket, on the yen, and then short all the yen pairs. Okay, so I'm looking to buy the yen basket, see that it has gotten, or it has played out according to our analysis. Now, if you look at the yen pair, starting off with GBP, JPY, GBP, gave a very smooth play. I think we discussed it on the FX Bootcamp community. That is like the group for the paid students. We had a little discussion on that earlier today, or how that GBP, JPY was going to break this high and after breaking it to start selling. So we talked about it like a couple of hours ago. After the market color. So you can see that GBP did what we said and we wanted to see it sell. However, it made this buy and we understood why. It's called a divergence. So it took the buy. After taking off this high, it started selling. So right now, GBP is in a good place to sell. So if you're not in the sell, I'll tell you, you can go ahead and look for an entry signature for the sell and then take advantage of it. So we are selling GBP. We announced that earlier on the FX Bootcamp community and they're already selling GBP. So we should also be selling GBP as well. Let's take the sales together to the downside. So we are shorting GBP. Now for the second one, which is Euro JPY, we're also going short on Euro JPY. We said that in the morning, and you can see that Euro JPY has been selling. It gave a very deep retracement right here, and then it continued selling. So if you're not in the sell, you should look for a retracement and then take the sell to the downside. So if you're not in the sell, go ahead and look for a place where you can probably re-enter the trade and then get an entry to the downside. Okay, so Euro JPY is selling as per our analysis. And then lastly, USD JPY. I wanted to see USD JPY trade all the way here, but it didn't get as high as this level. So we'll be looking for a good place to enter. Now, let me show you something. This place right here would have been another good place to enter USD JPY. This place right here, this would have been a good place to enter. We spotted it late, so couldn't share it on time. So if you're not in the trade, you can look for an entry on USD JPY. You can take an entry as we speak. You can take a sell entry on USD JPY. I'm expecting it to continue selling to the downside. So in summary, USD JPY is a good sell from where it is. Euro JPY, just wait for it to retrace a little, maybe to somewhere around here, and then you sell it again. Okay, and then let me mark out the level somewhere around here. If you retrace it to anywhere around here, it's a good place to sell. If not, you can also look out for this place right here. Okay, either of these two places are good for Euro USD JPY sell. So if you see USD JPY in any of these two places, let's sell it to the downside. And then finally, for GBP JPY, we're looking for it to also sell, and we're selling it from where it is currently. If it gives us a good entry signature, we're selling it to the downside. Okay, so that is that on USD JPY and GBP JPY, and then Euro JPY. Okay, so this brings us to the end of the market call-off for today. We hope you've learned something, and we hope that you're taking advantage of the things that you have learned so far during the period of this market call-off, from what we talked about in the morning, what we talked about in the afternoon, what we're talking about right away as we speak, and then the analysis that we're sharing with everyone who is joining the market call-off. Please, let's be sure that you are taking advantage of it, and then you're making some good money from all the things we are sharing on the market call-off. Okay, now we also spoke about FX bootcamp training. Training is coming up very soon in this month of August. The training is going to be starting. So if you want to enroll for the training, do well to send us a DM, and we can get you started with the FX bootcamp training. So the training, to get access to the training, you would need to sign up. You're going to need to register, and to be able to register, you can just send us a DM, and we'll send you all you need for you to be able to register for FX bootcamp training. And I think that will be it for now. Okay, so until we meet again tomorrow morning by 8 a.m. wish you good luck and good trading. Cheers and God bless, guys.
So I passed a 50K prop challenge last month with 3 trades using the exact strategy we use in the academy. And guess what? The phase 2 of that challenge, I passed it with just a single trade with that same strategy. And this is not just only me, there are other students in the academy that they've been able to pass their prop challenge, right? Phase 1, phase 2 across different prop firms. If this is something you want to do, I mean, you want to pass your prop firm account phase 1, phase 2, and also getting funded and also making payouts from that same account, or you want to increase your profitability on your personal funded accounts, then this is a community you want to belong to. The registration for the FX Bootcamp August edition is open, and you do well to send a DM